Because I know I'm not the only one. And maybe you want to grab your coaching hat really quick, Drew, and you can throw on your coaching hat. But yeah, you're talking about doing these little videos at the gym. Man, I've got no motivation to go to the gym. I've got no motivation to work out, to work, to like actually do work, like to record any videos or doing any outreach for coaching, finding more coaching clients and things like that.
Right.
Man, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling the culmination of men's mental health awareness. I'm picking up on everybody else. But I don't know.
Could be.
What do you do when you feel burnt out?
Gosh, burnout is a real thing. I struggle with it. I do. I always go to the gym. I push myself to go to the gym because if I don't, I feel worse. Sometimes I'll go to the gym and I hear the lawnmower in the background. This must be
just gonna say,
mental health plus lawn mowing day.
If I turn the gain down, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you still hear the lawnmower?
Barely.
Okay.
You're okay. So
they seem to mow every recording session.
They know when we are here. they are against men's mental health. I will force myself to go to the gym because I know that I always feel better and get those little endorphins going. But to be honest with you, sometimes I am like you. Man, I don't want to get out of bed. All right, I got to get out of bed. Man, I don't want to feed the kid. I got to feed the kid. I don't want to eat. I got to eat. Go to the gym. I put the headphones in. I'm like, I really don't want to be here. What am I going to do? So then I have my default fun days, right? I love doing chest day. So I'll do, a couple bench or a couple this or a couple that and try to just limp through it, just push myself through it because I know in the long run I'm going to feel better. Because on days that I don't, there's days, and Dr. Rob said this, and it resonated really, really hard. He goes, some days he just doesn't want to get out of bed. He just wants to lay there and cry. I'm like, you know what, bro? I feel you on that. There are some days I don't want to face anything. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do a fucking thing. But I have to. Right? And that's even more painful sometimes is the have to part. Why does somebody have to dictate to me that I have to do this? All right, fine, I got a family. All right, fine, I got work. All right, fine, I got to eat. But sometimes it's brutal. But then there's a root, if you're in Minnesota.
It's rubbing off on you, I can tell.
It is, man. It is. But why do you think? So let's go back. I'm gonna circle back. I'm putting my hat on right now, and I'm looking at you, who used to be my coach, and now you're my client, Jason. What dynamic has changed? What has changed that's overwhelming, or what has compounded that's overwhelming? We'll wait for you.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is, I mentioned before you hit the record button, still working, still running and managing my original business. I cannot fully let that go, and I want to. It's hard. It's not that I can't do the strenuous manual labor, not that I'm not capable of it, but it's hard on a body. And when I was running the business full time, in my quote unquote my old life, I had employees doing all of that. And then after going through the divorce and struggling with my own mental health and just barely keeping it afloat before I started doing coaching. And when I learned how to address a lot of my own inner child wounds and go through that healing process, I still have not been able to fully let it go, fully transition into coaching like I want to. So it's time consuming, it's really labor intensive, and it very overwhelming. So there's that. And then on top of it, I think the original topic you want to talk about today was shame. I carry shame around the fact that I cannot let it go yet, that I have not been able to figure out how to market, how to do the outreach, how to establish a steady flow of clients, almost like there's a self-fulfilling prophecy that is saying that I'm not good enough to do that full time. And so
I saw that coming.
if that belief is hiding there inside of my subconscious, then obviously I'm going to sabotage things and not allow it to fully transition out of my life.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. And I know all that, so thank you for just slapping me across the face there with that. But to answer your question, yeah, give me a nice big old backhand. To answer your question,
right through the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's overwhelming, is the physical labor and then the mental labor that the shame that I carry on my back.
And you're not alone. A lot of people feel that. I have moments of extreme doubt. Hey, let me share something fun with you. And this I think this will paint a different picture. Okay? I love the podcast. We have some merch coming out. I don't know if you took a sneak peek at that or not.
I did.
But the We and Cam, right? Working on the 4th book, updating the website. Thank you for sporting the mug right there. Updating the website a little bit, and working with as much as we can, giving out resources. Here in the EU, it's going to be a lot easier when we go back to the States because of a lot of political tape. But to sell books, it's like my kryptonite. I could put advertisements out there. I could give books away. But for some reason, nobody wants to buy books. Very little. I mean, we've sold a few. But not to the amount that we've given away. And I'm scratching my head. I'm like, are those books any good? It's like, well, nobody's saying anything bad about them. They're just not buying them. And so I'm asking myself, what am I doing wrong? What am I missing? And then you have that deep question, is it even worth my time? And then I slap myself in the face like, yeah, it has to be worth my time. Because I'm not building this to sell these books. I mean, ultimately we have to sell some books. But I'm building this for the better of the children, for what the outreach program stands for. So I have to keep building it, regardless of what roadblocks I might have, regardless of what sales I may or may not have, regardless of what feedback I may or may not have. I've sent books to people. I said, please give me feedback. And sometimes I just hear crickets. And I'll go back to these people. Oh, hey, I haven't had a chance to read your book yet. I'm like, this is a kid's book. It's 80 pages total. Half of that is just character introduction and inspirational quotes and trivia questions and games for kids. The other half, 40 pages, is illustrations and story.
It's
so
not like
20 pages of story, guys. I mean,
it's not like a big
it's
commitment.
not a big. No, it isn't a big commitment, but apparently it is. So, okay, it's not important to them. And then I start thinking, well, if this isn't important to them, maybe I put too much importance behind it. And then I start doubting myself, and I start doubting the whole thing. And I have to just reel it back in and keep telling myself, Drew, this isn't for you. It's something you have to do.
That was
the
me.
better.
Finish your story.
I like that.
Finish your story and then look at your phone.
Look at it. All right. So this is something that I have to do for the better of the community, for the better of someone else, for the better of children, et cetera, et cetera. And I have to just stop putting a number to it. And even when I was on Eric's show, he invited me for 3 times on his radio program. And he even offered to buy the first 50 people who called in a copy of the book. Guess how many books he sold?
I don't want to.
0. So either he doesn't have an audience on primetime radio on Sunday, or they just don't care. And it really started messing with me. my mind. It started so much so that I put off book number 4 until recently. And I just had to kick myself in the butt and say, you know what? Stop with the doubt. Stop with this crap. Stop with because everything's going to happen for a reason. Everything's going to open up. And you're going to look back and you're going to say, this is why.
Yeah.
And stop crying for something that you don't know what you want yet.
Right.
And so I just got to put that on the shelf. So it's kind of the same thing. It's a little bit different. I get it. You want to devote all of your time doing what you want to do, and what you want to do is a lot more important. Don't get me wrong, construction is important, but a lot of people can do construction. Not a lot of people can do coaching properly. So you have a gift, and you want to put that gift to use, and you want to live that gift. I hear you.
Absolutely.
And I see.
And I appreciate that. And I think that's probably the biggest downfall of why my burnout is here currently, is because you stopped stroking my ego. I used to get messages from you all the time saying, what a badass coach you are. You know, you're my guardian angel, my lighthouse.
You are, man. That will never change.
So
the difference is you're my co-host now and you're my buddy now. But all right. Just look for some ego strokes coming up.
So let me do you a favor really quick. Take
Yeah.
a look at your phone.
All right.
A few weeks ago, I volunteered with my brother and his family and some other friends at a homeless shelter. We made dinner. We served dinner to about 80 homeless people in our community.
Oh, man.
Regardless of all of that, my little niece comes running up to me, so excited. Look at what I'm wearing.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We in Canada.
What a cutie, too.
Here.
I love this. You're a
Can you hold
good
up to the camera?
guy. Is it okay?
I already got approval, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But wearing We and Cam merch.
Can you guys
And she
see
was
that?
so pumped, so excited.
Look at that smile.
Yeah.
What a cutie.
But
Oh, man.
I think
And see, it's moments like this that you realize, all right, you're doing something. You're making a difference.
yeah.
Thank you, man. I needed that today.
And you know what? And on another note too, like if it wasn't getting into summer here, Dash loves wearing his hoodie, his We and Cam.
Oh, the hoodie, yeah.
Time too. So
Oh, man.
yeah.
Appreciate that,
And
bro.
I think we all need those little reminders sometimes, because we're not only trying to live up to this gift, we're not trying to bring this gift out into the world that we have, but we're also fighting. We're battling the things that we thought we put to rest,
Right.
the things that we
Right.
thought we had killed off. Now, We and Cam, I'm going to pick on you a little bit, because We and Cam, that was born from one of your deepest pains.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you told yourself that this is why I went through what I went through. You assigned
Absolutely
meaning
right.
to your suffering. But if we're not receiving the validation and the acknowledgement that what we produced from our pain is worthwhile, it makes us think maybe we're wrong about why I went through what I went through. And all of those things start creeping back. If it wasn't for this, then what was it for?
Right. And unfortunately, we always put a number or something. You judge things. I mean, we all do this by default, right? We put a monetary value behind it. Well, why can't I even sell just a couple books? You know, I put out a couple $100 worth of advertisements in social media. You would think 1 or 2 books might sell. You would think. And none are selling. So in my mind, that's a big failure. But I have to look at the bigger picture. And you're absolutely right. It's not about selling the books. In fact, if I never sell a book and all I do is give away books and the program flourishes and we can help one kid, then another kid, we could help one family, then another family, we could help one adult, then another adult. That's pure success right there.
Yeah.
And I think we get so fixated in, you know, what's the brick wall, instead of looking past that brick wall. Keep writing books. Keep working with a buddy of mine Garrett that put together the little theme song for our quotes. He's putting together a little theme song for We in Camp Camp. Real cute children's jingle. And it's freaking adorable. And I heard it's almost done. I think it'll be done the next day or two. I'll send you a copy of it. And he's like giving me all of these pointers and ideas. And I do, what do you call it? Video editing. And I do stuff for the learning industry already. So he's like, oh, man, you should look at doing an animated series. And I'm already looking at doing an animated series. But then I get these little roadblocks. And it's like, you know what? Just focus on what you need to focus on. Sometimes I have to slap myself in the face. I have a full-time job. I'm blessed in that area. My wife is like you. She's very burnt out. Hopefully her boss doesn't watch this podcast. She's very burnt out. She looks at me. She goes, I would really love to just work full-time for you guys. Be your secretary or work full-time for Wayne Cam Cam. And you know what? She doesn't want to work for the big man anymore. And I get it. And I told her, man, I would love to hire you. I can't right now. Let me sell some books and I'll hire you. But she understands, she gets it, and we're going to be moving next year. So there's things that we need to put in place anyway. But I think the time will come where I need her more than we could validate her paycheck, if that makes sense. It's like Sam has a director of whatever it is, the Samantha. And it's like, man, we need a director. We need, somebody who sets appointments, somebody who does the outreach, or somebody who contacts all of our guests and our show people, somebody that sends books out to the community, somebody that sends resources out to care centers and whatnot. Eventually, and again, I have to keep working my full-time job, just like you. But the dream is past that. But it's brutal getting there. And I think anyone who's been successful doing something that has an impact, I think they feel a lot of the growing pain, a lot of impact, and there's a lot of doubt going into it. Mm-hmm. We've been fortunate, you and I, with the Courage to Be Real. We're getting some serious guests coming on. We have some serious numbers now flowing through as far as our videos go. We've been very consistent. It's been a dream putting this together. It's something that I really look forward to. It's something Al reaches out to me. There's other people reaching out to us now. Al's brother is now reaching out. He's starting to watch it. I didn't know he was depressed. That's something new to me. We've had some conversations on the side. So a lot of people are finding the courage to be real, literally, because of our efforts. And, at first it was a little bit slow, but now we're picking up a little bit of momentum. So I have to tell myself, you know what? You're doing something right. And I know with We in Cam Cam, that, like you said, that was forged from pain. And that has deeper meaning than a frickin' book. Granted, I love writing these books. I thought the world would love them and embrace them. It's like, oh yeah, I'm buying this book and I'm helping this outreach program. All right, that's in my mind. Obviously, that's not reality. So there's a different purpose for the books. And for the characters, I think doing an animated series, I think that that's something. One, you can watch it for free. Two, you get enough kids watching it on YouTube, it's now paying for itself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Similar to our podcast, it will be paying us some money. So that eases the pain a little bit. And I think eventually that transition comes into place. You have a lot of things in the fire. This guy created an amazing app, Equilibrium. And I was on your website the other day, and you have the beta. Go to theobstacleremover.com. Do yourself a favor. You have the beta test still on your website?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you guys just scroll down a little bit, click on that, check out this app. I'm telling you what, this is cool. All right? We have our podcast going for us. We are now going to have some merchandise coming for us. We will be working on this book eventually. So there's a lot of things in the fire for us. Unfortunately, we still got a 9 to 5 in order to support it. But I think that's common for a lot of people.
You're right. And that's a good reminder. And I think that's what we need sometimes. I think you said, look beyond the brick wall and remind yourself, the bigger picture, and all of the things that you got cooking in the fire.
And you're an amazing coach. Okay, I don't give you kudos every day anymore. I need to start doing that. But you took me from a horrendous place to where I am today. The days that I'm depressed or I don't want to get out of bed or I'm just exhausted or it's like, all right, I'm too overwhelmed. Those are far and few between compared to what they used to be. That was an everyday occurrence for me. And now I get up every morning. I do my thing. Sometimes I stress if it's a Monday and I have projects to do. I'm human.
What?
I know. It's hard to believe. So tell me something. Let's just talk for a minute. You're in construction. You own your company. Outside of that, let's just put that on the side. Say this case right here is your construction company. I'm going to put it on the side. You can no longer see it, right? So it's out of your life right now. What else do you have that's stressful, that's overwhelming, that's bothering you, that's bringing you down?
I think it's the perspective, like you pointed out, of where everything else, aside from Element Hearth and Home is the name of my business, aside from Element, everything else is not where I have expected it to be. And then the shame. So it's all my perspective. It's all my mental load that I'm placing on where I think I should be at by this time.
There's a song in our list. Is it God's Plan? There's a song and it talks about if I got what I wanted, I would still be in a place that I don't want to be or something like that. Basically saying if God gave me what I cried for, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I know it's tough. The shame you gotta that shame is not yours, buddy. There's no shame. Absolutely. Let me back up a second. There's a lot of pride with running a business, doing anything that you don't like to do that's legitimate in order to pay your bills, in order to make ends meet, because you see a bigger picture. That's pride, bro. That's respect. That's honor. That's discipline. That is working towards, that is earning towards everything that you want. So there's no shame in that. Don't you dare look at that. Okay, you're gonna put shame on what? You have a roof over your head. You have a beautiful place. Oh, but it's an apartment. It's not mine. So gotta look at the bigger picture, bro. We're in a little. It's hard to see. We are in a less than 1,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow, literally, on 500 square meters of land in Poland. This is just a little cottage home. This is not a place that will work for us. We're here temporarily, but we're here. And we're here now. And when we move back to the States, we sell this place. We move back to the States. These are little stepping stones. These are things that we do because it makes sense at the time. And I know it's tough. I know it's tough, bro. But you got so much in there. If you just push that shame out of the way, or if you push that, I'm not where I thought I'd be, where do you think you'd be? You got, how are things with Lena going? Maybe I should pause it. Should I pause it?
No, they're going really good. Yeah.
Really? Okay, so let me ask you this question. If you were not exactly where you were when you met her, you would not have her in your life right now. Mm-hmm. You're exactly where you need to be. You need to be where you're at. You need to be doing the work that you're doing. You need to be going to that workshop that you went to. You need to be pushing yourself while still supporting yourself. So everything you did lined up to meet Lena. Everything. And guess what? If you weren't where you thought you should be today, you wouldn't bump into her.
Right. Yeah,
So I know
that.
it's tough, man.
I think I've got some title ideas for this week's episode.
I love it.
Watch Drew pick Jason up off the floor. Anyways, no, you're an awesome guy. I appreciate you. Such a good friend.
Only on days that end in Y.
Yeah,
Thanks, man. You too.
But talking about that shame,
Yeah.
I read this really cool quote today. And in case you're wondering, yeah, this is an attempt to get the spotlight off of me. We're shifting gears. But one of the deepest tragedies of trauma is that we spend years questioning our worth because of the people who failed to see it. And we carry shame that was never ours. We mourn the love we deserved but never received. And somehow we convince ourselves that happiness belongs to everyone else. I really wish I could cry right now, because it breaks my heart to think that so many beautiful souls spend their lives believing they are unworthy because of wounds that they never deserved. But hear this, the people who wounded you did not get to decide how your story ends. You were always worthy of love. You were always worthy of being chosen. And it would be heartbreaking to let the pain of yesterday steal the joy that still awaits you tomorrow.